Hello my friends, this is Joanne and welcome to Confessions of a Paper Edit Cut File Shop layout. Look at this new cut file that Virginia has for July. Oh my gosh, I showed a picture of it at the beginning of the video. Now, this in the middle, I have taken my blending brush and put some ink on it. I didn't know if it was going to look good, but look how pretty it came out. So you get this piece in the middle and then this piece on the outside, and I just glued it down flat. Cut file also comes with these awesome pieces in the middle. Oh, we're tangled together here. So you would get this from the middle there, and then this goes in there also. I can't figure out how to put it in, but you get my point. And then you can do this in the middle. And then when I saw this, I went, oh my gosh, that's a flower, isn't it? I'm going to cover this up with a circle photo right in the middle, but I'm not going to use these on this layout, but I had to do it. I mean, look at these cute flowers I made from the middle part of this cut file. So it's kind of like you're getting two cut files in one, isn't it? So I love that. I just layered them up and put a Prima Marketing gem in the middle. So pretty. All right, so there you go. That's just another idea about how versatile your cut files are. So I used some Hip Kit, I think it was May paper, super pretty with the ombre colors. Isn't that gorgeous? And those kits also came with some Catherine Pooler inks, and I have Tiki Torch, and It's a Girl. So I put some pink and some peach, and it blended in really super pretty together. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of more blending, and I just want to get the right blending brush. So I'm going to put pink in the pink parts and peach in the peach parts. So let's go ahead and do that. And I just put some ink in there, and then I'm going to dab it a little bit on the scrap piece of paper I have to the side of me, just so I don't have way too much on my blending brush. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Super, super, super pretty. I love it. So think about doing some ink blending. You can also cut these cut files out on some acetate or something stronger plastic and use it as a stencil too. That would be really cool. Okay, next I have some shimmers, and with shimmers you're never supposed to shake them. You're supposed to hold them upside down and twist them like this. That way all the sparkly bits don't go inside the pump nozzle. There you go. Don't go like that like I just did, just to show you. Go like this. This is called Baby's Breath, and it's just this super pretty sparkly white. So I just shook that up really well, and I am going to take my paintbrush and just dip it in there, and I'm just going to splatter it all around and let it dry. And it's going to be a very subtle touch, but it's going to be sort of like white acrylic paint sparkles, but it's going to be shimmery white. This would be a beautiful shimmer on like a wedding layout too, if you know what I mean, like with our vintage with lace or something. That would be really pretty too. So I'm not going to concentrate too much in the middle because the photo is going to go there, and I don't want a lot of stuff outside of the cut file, sort of like a mandala. It's a flower really. All right, let me put the top back on because I'm so clumsy, and I'll spill it. Okay, then let me show you my photo. I cut this out with a circle die from the Hip Kit Club. This is my nephew and my great niece. Really cute. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's stitching on the side from the die, and the circle didn't cut all the way around here on the side, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'll just cover it up with a flower or something. Now I want to put some ATG on this, but I don't want to do it on my layout because of course I doubt that those splatters are dry yet. I'm going to also put glue on this. So what I'll do is take that, and then I'll take my roll of paper towels and just go like that just to make sure. Now let me show you these sparkles up close, these splatters. Can you see them? I don't know if you can see them. Maybe you'll be able to see them in the close-ups. They're really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this photo right in the middle. And I am going to use some glue, like I said, just a little bit on this fun foam that I popped my photo up on. Not too much so you don't make your paper soggy. And I am going to make sure I have this right side up and that it's centered in the middle of this. That looks about right. I think it needs to go a little bit more to the left. That's good. Now I am going to be smart about this and get my photo polishing cloth because I did put lotion on my hands recently and I don't want to get that all over my photo. And this way I can get any fingerprints, dust, or smudges off my picture as well. Now, I had a terrible time trying to figure out what to do with this. So I said, you know what? I think this is super pretty. The cut file just by itself. We're going to do some ink blending, and I stamped some of my favorite flowers from Altenew. This is the Book Engravings stamp set, which I love. I have the matching metal dies that go with it, so I can cut those out really pretty. I'm going to make a cluster on this side and put a title around this side. Trying to think where I want it. I think I'm just going to do 3 flowers. Probably should lift this up a little bit more to make sure this is what I want. So 1, oops, I went right underneath the cut file and I didn't want to. 2, and then let's put this one on the top, and then we can know where to spread these other flowers out just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. All right, photo polishing cloth. Let me press back down on that. Of course, I'm going to have to put glue under those flowers too. But let's get the leaves. I stamped out 4 of these. See, aren't they pretty? I love them. All right, and I'm going to put one here, 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 and here, just to extend the cluster and make it look like, you know, a little bit bigger and going around the circle halfway. Pull this up a little bit. I don't seem to be able to slide that in. See, told you, I forgot how to scrapbook. Okay, let's put this in here because you know that I'm all about the florals. Let me see. When in doubt, add flowers. How about something like that? Okay guys, I put some more splatters on there and I put my title down and it just says "My Dad Loves Me," and I put it all the way around the other side of the circle. That's kind of why I only put a floral cluster on one side, so it could be like this and like sort of continue the circle of the cut file and the photo. Okay, and then last but not least, I might put Pinkfresh gems on here or enamel dots. I haven't decided yet, but I know that I'm going to do some hand stitching. So I have my piercing mat, and what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to start here. Take my piercing tool, and all I'm going to do is make some holes right along, just doing it by eye. I'm not going to worry about if they're perfect because they're certainly not going to be. I'm going to put some holes all around the outside of this cut file, and I'm going to do a little hand stitching. Okay, so I picked out a couple colors of thread. It was the closest I could get, and I think it's going to be okay. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of chain stitching right in here. And quite frankly, I learned how to do this from watching Paige Evans. She has an excellent tutorial on her YouTube channel. I'll link it below for you. Just go through the bottom first, and then I always tape my embroidery floss down because I don't want the bumps from the knots all over the page. Okay, so when you first start a chain stitch, you're going to start it with just a simple stitch, okay? So you go through like this and then go through the same again that you just did, and you're just going to do that twice so you have the start of where you can start chain stitching, okay? And then you'll come up through the bottom, and I'm stuck here, hold on, thread malfunction. This is how my day's going. Okay, come up through the bottom, and then you go back through the two that you just made before, come around and go back down into that hole again, and then up through, back up through the two chains that you just made, and then back down again. I'll do it one more time really quick, and then I'll do the rest off camera because I'm sure you don't want to watch me stitch for an hour, right? Okay, and then I'll do a close-up. And the trick with this is make yourself a piece of embroidery floss that is long enough to get your stitching done for a while without having to rethread your needle, but don't make it so long that it's going to tangle up on other things and cause knots and everything. All right, so here we go. See it? Super cute. So I'll finish that. I'm going to do pink all along this side, and then I'll do peach here. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am all done. I put the finishing touches on off camera, but let me show them to you, okay? Here's my hand stitching. So I did the peach on this side and the pink on this side. Let me show you up close. Chain stitch. Here's the peach. And I did do my title, and it says "My Dad Loves Me," which I think is super cute for this picture. I got some clear crystal Pinkfresh gems that I put just on the flower part, and it kind of looks like little teeny raindrops or something. I don't know, but I think it looks cool, and it adds a little sparkle. And I put a couple in the cut file, and then I found some butterflies from some Vanilla Studio papers that I fussy cut and put on there. But see all the sparkle? I ended up putting Shimmers, Baby's Breath, and Altenew Frosty Pink and Antique Gold on there. So I put 3 different color splatters on there, and I tried to contain the splatters just inside the cut file. A little bit got on the outside, but that's okay. I'm good with it. So there you go, you guys. I am all done. I really love this cut file. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I will put close-ups at the end, as well as putting the Confessions of a Paper Edit cut file shop link in the description box below, along with our Facebook group. Come on over and join us, please. Virginia Walker gives a free cut file the first of every month, and she releases new cut files, and the new cut files for July are beautiful. So come and join us, okay? I hope you're all having a nice summer. Thank you for coming to see me. Bye.